On the northeastern corner of the Caribbean island chain sits the gem of the West Indies, Santa Maria de la Antigua. Antigua, renowned for its sun, sea and sand. It has also become famously known as the Stonehenge of the Caribbean. Situated between the villages of Jennings, Ebenezer, and Bendel's stands Greencastle Hill, 596 feet of volcanic rocks and lemongrass. These volcanic rocks, which are too numerous to tally, naturally protrude out of the hill and are arranged to correspond to the astronomical clock, the solstices, the equinoxes, and the movements of the stars. This has been confirmed by Dr. Maura Imbert, an astroarchaeologist who conducted a study of several keystones on Greencastle Hill. I have visited Stonehenge in England and have seen for myself the methods utilized by the government and people of that nation to incorporate Stonehenge as a part of its economical development through tourism. Infrastructure has been built around the monument, parking lot, museum, and even a restaurant. And of course, thousands flock to the site during the solstices and equinoxes, and millions visit each year. If preserved, developed, and marketed properly, Greencastle Hill, the Stonehenge of the Caribbean, could attract millions as well, in numbers of persons as well as in dollars and pounds. It will provide employment as well as career opportunities for Antiguans, and it would add to the value and appreciation of Antigua internationally. Greencastle Hill has been used for decades as a site for the creation of aggregates and building materials. As it is already a national park, we as a nation should seriously consider Greencastle Hill and preserve it and utilize it, for it is our national treasure and a sacred hill. The nations and nature will applaud us for such actions. I thank you. And blessed love to each and every one. Give thanks for your presence with us. A very special edition of the Tiger's Nest. We're talking about the shock of the hour. The Honorable Priest Isaac here with you. And this is a special morning edition. Oh yeah, you may be saying a morning edition. Yeah, it's a blessed uprising. Giving thanks even for the fullness of the moon as well. We did a wonderful program previous evening on the shock of the hour, but something seemed to have gone technically wrong with that program, and I wouldn't even run and take no time to go into no details. You know, it's just getting spooky as spooky. And, yeah. But anyway, whatever the case is, we continue, and as I said, this is a special program we're putting together. We touched upon previous evening psycho-slavery, you know, and we ain't gonna just do that again. That will come again some other time. It's all right, no problem. Don't worry ahead. But we're just gonna continue the mission this evening, giving thanks for your presence, giving thanks for all the subscribers to the Shock of the Hour. And of course, if you're not a subscriber, remember all you have to do is contact us via email, priestisaac27@gmail.com, and we'll definitely get that done for you. And also just reminding you that we are very close to the 21st day of December, talking about what is known as the winter solstice, basically from the 21st to the 23rd. But we will be having a 5 to 6 day event. This is our annual winter solstice experience. And you may be saying, winter solstice experience. Well, the Rastafari Experience Antigua, which is an official company that has been established by myself and others. It is a company hike tour, lecture, education, specifically dealing at the moment with the national aspect of it. So every year at this time, for the winter solstice as well as the summer solstice, spring and fall equinox, we invite the international community to come to Antigua and visit with us for a moment, where we will have a double hike to Green Castle Hill, which is referred to by the British themselves as the Stonehenge of the Caribbean. And I always say, as an individual who has seen Stonehenge in person, live and direct, what we have here in Antigua far surpass Stonehenge. Even our own Prime Minister declared that some of the sites that we have here as heritage sites, and Lord Nelson's dockyard and Shirley's Heights, and these places, the Green Castle Hill, Mount Anu, the Stonehenge of the Caribbean, is definitely more outstanding than such. And we will be having a double hike to Green Castle Hill, and I'm talking about the morning sunrise hike plus the evening sunset hike. Both hikes have obviously their own energy and their own vibration. The 20th and the 22nd, their own frequency, and this is the energy that surrounds Green Castle Hill. And basically our whole 5 day to 6 day event really is directly focused and locked in on Green Castle Hill. But of course, as I said, there are many other activities that we have on the agenda for you. So all you have to do at this time is to, first of all, make sure that you can get your flight booked. I mean, this is something you should not even be wasting time with, making sure, even if you're not sure, at least see what the flights, cost, how much it costs you to leave from wherever you may be. You may be in Ukraine, you may be in St. Kitts, you may be in Brazil, you may be in Peru, you may be in Ontario, you may be in Toronto, you may be in Philadelphia. So all you gotta do, travel agency or airplane of your choice, and see exactly how much it will cost you to get from there to here. As I said, it will be nice if you, landing on the 16th. As I said, the bulk of the event really will begin on the 17th, and we're going straight even onto the grand afternoon sunset hike, which will be the 22nd. And for those who are, tight on their time, more than likely they'll be leaving on the 23rd. And I'm sure, as always, there'll be ones that will just want to stick around some more and even spend some more time with us. And all of that can be arranged, So that's basically what you would have to do for the moment. That's, like, to me, the main thing is to make sure you secure the flights and make sure you have proper passage to get here. And of course, as I said, when you come here, when you contact us, because those who are serious about it will contact us, via email, and we'll give you more detail as it relates to accommodation. And of course, there's a package that is prepared for you, and the package itself also includes your meal, which really it is up to a person if they desire that part. But the meal itself is strictly vegan and of the highest standard and quality, for sure. And as well, we have several activities planned for you, especially, as I like to say, those who will be running out to the winter wonderland.
remember you're coming into the sun and the sea and the sand. So definitely the beach will be there for you, to full joy. You'll also be getting your own national tour. And you'll be seeing, what the different sites and the level of culture and different activities that are here for you to full joy. And as well at the same time, we'll be visiting the different Rastafari communities, and we'll be, partaking in exactly what is taking place thereabout. Expect to see some Nyabingi and certain different vibration when you come through here. And of course we'll be having a media day, at least a media moment. So I hope you're not too shy. You may find yourself on the television and find yourself on the radio station, just greeting the people. And we will have a meet and greet. That's how special we intend our guests to be. A meet and greet, lecture banquet. Of course, we'll be having lectures by some of our renowned historians and griots and other people, and at the same time we also intend to make our guests, meet certain of the officials, whether it be in the environmental division or whether it be in tourism, because you see, this is where I'm coming to now, and this is why even when you contact me, you will see basically whatever expense you really have to pay, it's just to cover what you got to do. We ain't got nothing to do with the plane, for sure. Even down to the accommodations. I mean, you got to be accommodated. And of course, you got to feast and you got to be transported. So what I'm saying now, the experience itself, is about you contributing to the preservation of a monument, edifice, a structure, a mountain, a hill that is being destroyed. And the whole aspect of this, we are speaking of the ecology, or the ecological value of the planet, pardon me. We're speaking of climate change and pollution. And I'm saying we have in Antigua a unique treasure, 596 feet in height, a mount, I should say, a hill for sure. But the beauty of the hill is really unparalleled to there's nothing really, everything has its beauty, of course. And it's not a comparison in that way. Even to compare it to the Stonehenge in England. But by itself, Greencastle Hill is a marvel. It's a marvel. It's just like, wow, this is something else. And I'm sure those of you who have the book Anu, Ancient and Modern, those of you who have seen the video documentary on YouTube and we have recommended that you look at it, those of you who have gotten some level, some glimpse, whatever it may be, I'm sure you yourself have said, wow, that's interesting. But if you see it with your own eyes, when you really observe it, when you ascend to the summit, before you even nearly reach halfway to the summit, you feel like you're in heaven already. I'm just telling you the truth. I have no fear in saying this, because obviously the thousands of people that I've already taken up there have all, with maybe the exception of one, but that's a long story, have all marveled. Wow, this is something else, everyone. So with a record like that, I know for sure there is a level of vibration even on the hill. We're talking of volcanic rocks protruding out of the earth, aligning with the movement of the stars. Catch it, man. So you've heard me say that before. You've read it. You know, you get it. You get it. You get it. No, you don't get it. When you see it, especially if you think you get it, when you see it, well then maybe I don't have to say anything because you get it already. But when you see it, you're gonna really get it. You're gonna say, oh, this is really what's going on. I'm talking about a vast piece of land, you know. Not just maybe what you see in the book and a few rocks or whatever comes up on the video. This is just like, I mean, come on, drops in the lake. I'm talking about a vast area, land of hillside, littered with rocks, no space really there. Also, you have to make a path around the rocks, countless of rocks. And yet still, the astroarchaeologists, have come and done their research and have written their reports. And they're telling you all these rocks are connected with heavenly movements. And you're destroying this hill. You're mashing it up. The Antigua Mason Mary Products, that's what his name, Mason Mary Products, the chief, you know, destroyer of the hill. And I say that in the spirit of truth, not in the spirit of anything else. I'm just telling you what's going on. I ain't lying on them. Since 1960 something, they've been placed there. Not that long ago. They've been placed there. At least 1/3 of this beautiful hill has been destroyed. So, even just your coming, this is why we do a media day. I'm showing you. I want you to get me good. This is why we do a media day, because many people, I don't know, people seem to occupy themselves with what they think our motive is in doing things. I don't know why. I mean, I can't. Sometimes I'll be really surprised why people are funny, boy. People are strange. You got some real crazy people on the planet. People are so concerned with what you do or what they think you do in acquiring finance and these different things. I'd be shocked, like, so what I have to do you? So what you do? I mean, what this you know, like if you gotta explain things to people, I've never seen nothing like this. This is shocking, but you find some real characters inside the space, man. Sometimes you gotta sit back and laugh, like, wow, who are these people here? You know, wow. But yes, what I'm saying, my people, really, you know, this the importance of this. You know, this is not just like a hiking tour and a series of events that Rastafari Experience Antigua is just doing, and people come in and we entertain them and edify them, and of course you pay a fee as what you would say as business. No, man, this is past that. Come on, man. This is why we have a media day. This is not no joke here. This is why we say you will meet officials. This is not a joke. This is why there's a meet and greet. You will be lectured to by top historians. This is not a joke. You will visit the site twice. You will see the destruction of the site. This ain't no joke. Because if for some reason, I don't even want to state it in that way, but let me put it another way. Without my voice as it relates to that hill, it's crickets. Yeah, that's how it would sound without my voice. And that's just the reality of it. I mean, obviously, it's not just my voice. It's not talking alone. Look, I'm inviting you to come down and join me. I'm inviting him and I'm inviting her. Join me. And I can say we do our very best to make sure it is as economic, inexpensive, I should say, to you. In your, as I said, we ain't running no plane company, airplane company, as yet. When that time comes, it'll be a different thing, but for now, you gotta get on the TWA and whatever else. They back there. And that's it. So I'm showing you that the preservation of the hill, the preservation of Greencastle Hill, is something that is being subtly fought against, because it would appear as if a lot has not been said, but a lot has been said and a lot has been done. And I think I can clearly say that a lot has been done by myself. So when ones approach and come from the international community and can say, "Good day, Mr. Minister of whatever, and good day, Mr. Prime Minister, or good day, Antigua. I'm coming all the way from Yugoslavia, and I came here just to see Greencastle Hill. It is important. What you're doing is assisting me straight. That's what I'm telling you. In the fight to preserve it. Because a lot is going on that I've never come and tell you, but I think I've told you enough. I've sent you documents. You see for yourself what's really going on on stage and backstage and behind the scenes and in front of the scenes, And a lot more is happening because it is an important fight. People have all sorts of fights going on, trying to preserve lakes, rivers, birds, cats. Well, we're here, and save the tiger, by the way. But we're here fighting the good fight to preserve Greencastle Hill. Spiritual essence. We're talking about Antigua being referred to as the city of the sun, just like Heliopolis. That alone is the next thing all by itself. Heliopolis being the city of the sun, Antigua being the sun city, Heliopolis being the city of the priest, Antigua being the island of the priest, where Greencastle Hill stands out, even as it relates to that. The place where the inhabitants of these chain islands will come and perform certain rituals and rites, and of course that can clearly be seen on Greencastle Hill, with the thrones that literally sit facing the eternal city, where you yourself with any strong imagination can see the procession ascending and descending, and the rites and the rituals taking place on Mount Anu, on Greencastle Hill, the island of the priests, like Heliopolis, the city of the priest, the city of the sun, the island of the sun. Read the book Anu. Read the book Anu. You should read the book Anu. Do you have the book Anu, ancient and modern? It's a simple thing to get you. All you have to do is email me and ask for the book Anu, and I'll tell you exactly how you can send your payments. And more than likely, much more than likely, unless something happens and it just gets away, but more than likely, you're getting the book before you send the money. And usually when we do that, a vast amount of the people never send the money. I'm just giving a report to those who are very concerned about our finance and in relation to, quote unquote, the word of God. Some people just different. Yeah, I'm serious. You know how I get. I don't like to play with nobody. Straight up. So whether you're honest or dishonest, just email me if you really want to see the book. You know what I mean? If you know you're not gonna pay, just say, look, I ain't got no money, and we'll see what we can work out. Don't tell me you're gonna pay and don't pay, man. Yeah. So what I'm saying is that read the book. Don't let me come and be telling the story over and over. Read the book. Read the book, and you will understand the mystics of the 108 square miles in the Caribbean Sea on the northeastern section, the Santa Maria de la Antigua, Saint Mary of the Ancient, the Holy Church in Spain. And Antigua is divided into parishes, and Green Castle Hill is in a parish known as Saint Mary as well. Read the book. Just email me, man, priestisaac27@gmail.com. I know they're honest people. Just email me and just tell me what's on your mind. You will get the book. Just email me. The book is for sale. It's $20. That's the price of the book. But you email me, and I'm sure you, one way or the other, if you say I'm going to send the money now, I'm going to send you the book. If you say, boy, please, you're going to get the book. You see? I mean, what more you want? Talk about transparency. What more you want? I have associates, that will tell me, and they are going to tell me, say, brother, tell you don't do them things there, man. You're giving away your value, man. That's your value. If they want it, they gotta pay for it, and you can't be sending nobody no book before they pay, man. Yeah, they write to you. But anyway, them is different subject areas. I'm not into that right now. So the point I'm making is, as it relates to the island, the Heliopolis. Remember, Heliopolis' name is Anu. Antigua's abbreviation is ANU, Anu. That is why we speak of Mount Anu, the sun in the flag. And the sun being the symbol, the hieroglyphic symbol of Heliopolis. And the sun is rising as I speak here. Yeah, man, this is some nice ganja I partaking of here, man. I must say, this is a nice drop. Yeah. So this is why, as I said, this is the fight here. Of course, it would be a little closer to home for myself, maybe, than those of you who are listening internationally. But whatever the case is, just as your fight is my fight is your fight, and that's just the reality. So definitely, outside of all of that, don't think that I'm inviting you here to be doing no heavy work. You're going to be having a wonderful time. Trust me, as I said, it will be an experience that you surely will never forget. Green Castle Hill alone, and obviously you can't go once. If you can't come here all the way from Nigeria and just go to Green Castle Hill once. You got to go at least twice. Morning, uprising. Remember, we have yoga. Definitely the Manja Hill, you will definitely be on board. We have yoga, and as I said specifically, you will be definitely be entertained by some of our artists as well. Man, it's just going to be a wonderful time, man. In fact, there's certain other surprises that we may be putting into the whole package. I just don't want to say too much about that right now, but just know that you're going to have a packed schedule with us. All you have to do is to contact I, and I will be sending you the itinerary of what the day's activities would be, and the price list, of accommodation, and the price list for the meals as well, and everything else that must, because these are the main things, and transportation, these are basically the main things. And because we do, intend to act like a team, we have created that all-inclusive package basically. And as I said, the food is fully vegan, and we're not, it's up to you if you desire to take. It's the top, the highest quality of food you'll be getting, if I do say so myself. So everything is taken care of, well taken care of. You'll also have your a free day. There's a free day that will be set aside for you to do your own thing, whatever it will be. And of course, even transportation will be there for you at that time. So everything is well set in order, my good brothers and sisters. It is just for you to put yourself together and get yourself in order to come and join us here for the Winter Solstice 2019 here in Anu, Ancient and Modern. And as I said, make sure you get the book. The previous program, as I said, psychological slavery. That's what we were talking about previous night. I don't know, the program just like it disappeared and gone. But basically what I was talking about, maybe in a nutshell, I was going into the reparation conference that took place here in Antigua just a few days ago. There was a grand reparation conference taking place here. So Hillary Beckles was here. Our Prime Minister, the Honorable Gaston Brown, gave the keynote address, and a lot of intellects and luminaries were there. This luminary was not there. I was not present really. I was actually giving a presentation at another function, and I had to be there for the full function. It was basically the same time frame. It was actually a graduation really. So I was honored that I was invited to give a presentation at that event, and I decided to go where I was invited, straight up, straight up. Anyway, the reparation conference that took place around here, I was just judging from the citizens' commentary as it relates to that, because they always got something to say. And not to say I was taken aback, because I've heard this conversation all the time since reparation has come up. Now that it's getting deeper, there's this vibes that people, just come out and say, well, listen. Some people even go as far as to say, I'm for reparations too. But how is it that we can protest against Britain and Europe for the wrongs they have done to us, and we have modern day slavery happening in our own country now, with a prime minister that is giving away our passports, with a prime minister that is selling our land and destroying the environment? They go on and on and on. Now you may be listening to me and be saying, okay, so it is the prime minister he's supporting. Me you talking? Man, I ain't not into no politics or nobody boss. What's wrong with you? Politics have colors, blue and red and yellow and all kind of things. Well, this ain't politics, it's politics, but it ain't politics. This is psychological slavery. Politics is in the veins of these people around here, but it ain't politics. It's psychological slavery. Because if the ruling government is red now, even if it wasn't red, let's just say it was blue, the commentary would be the exact same. The other people would be saying it. Because that's the game. That's the game. And some people, they're so political in everything that it's disgusting. Our reparation from the atrocities of slavery, I would agree that our behavior today is just a continuation, without a doubt, of the atrocities that we went through. That's why it's psychological slavery. But when it comes to us being compensated for the wrongs done to us as a people, that's a totally different subject area than your daily politicking amongst the free, the slaves. Some people go as far as to say, as I heard a brother said yesterday, and I know who he is, And he made a statement, and I know who he was talking about. And I found it very disrespectful. Very. He said even some of them that wrap themselves in African cloth and say that they are ambassador to this and ambassador to that. But when it comes to things that are happening here, they have nothing to say. Now I am saying he was speaking of King Frankai, Rastafari elder. I mean, King Frankai is the ambassador to Ethiopia. And he does wrap himself in African cloth. And the person that was speaking is also a high-ranking member in the opposition party currently. And this is the sickness of this cinema. This is the sickness. Because the Reparation Support Commission or committee, I think it's committee or commission, whatever the correct name is, pardon, no disrespect, began under the current opposition, which was government at the time. Man, I'm not into them foolishness there, but I just showing you the reality that it is what appears to be a lot of passion. It is senseless debate. Taking a valuable discussion and bringing it into the midst of pally foolishness. I don't like that at all. Trust me, I don't like that. And then trying to disrespect those of us, because I've been through that. I've been through that. Ones have made similar statements concerning me, ones that are considered respectful, you know what I mean, people in society. Yeah. A lady specifically made a comment about me after I made a statement referring to Venezuela on a popular radio program. This psychologist called in after me, someone who knows me well and knows the works that I've been doing with the youth. She herself also had a high-ranking position to do something with the youths. All they do is encourage youths to use condoms. That's all they do as far as I see. And I've brought programs to these people, man, that would have assisted them to get away from all the problems that they say they have now with children. Waste of time. Had the nerve to quickly call behind of me on this program to say that some of us have the knowledge about everybody else. Some of us, we think we know it all, but when it comes to what's going on here at home, we have nothing to say. That is so sad. That is so sick. As I said earlier, who else? Those of you who live in Antigua, who else? Let's just be honest. Don't play around. Who else you hear speaking about the destruction of Green Castle Hill? I am waiting for the answer. Who else? You see, these people will have a march and they pick it about the dredging of a harbor or something else. I ain't got no problem with that. What are you talking about? In fact, I may be in agreement with them in many of these cases, but everybody got their lane. And to be very straight with you, they're not just picketing the cause, they're picketing the politics. You can be sure about that. What I'm doing ain't got anything I do, ain't got nothing to do with no politics at all. What I do and what I don't do still ain't got nothing to do. That's to show you how far I am with that. Don't mind who you see me with, that ain't mean nothing to me. I just working with who's there to work with me. Eh, this is a live media here. You know. I ain't got nothing to hide. I ain't politicking for nobody. You crazy? Brother, man, I got my soul to take care of, you know. You understand? Them is day politicking, and that's the sickness of it. Oh, everybody talking about reparation. But the workers them at the housing project don't get paid, man. Workers at the housing project all over the world don't get paid. Since last year that going on, 5 years ago that going on, 10 years ago that going on, next government that will be going on. You can't confuse that with reparation. Man, don't. And see, that's the sickness of this, you know, people here. I don't know. Everybody's a psychologist. They listen to you and watch you to see where you are and how you think. As if my heart is not with the people and that not getting paid. To me, it's craziness too, that they're not getting paid. But that's a next story. We're talking reparation here. Don't bring that in. Because next government, these people still won't be paid. How do you know? Because last government, them people still were not paid. Come on, don't confuse the issue. This is what the psychological slavery does. Them things will always happen. Roads will always need fixings. Drain will always need cleaning. People will always get paid late. Them things will. That's how the system set. It's set that way. People will always have problems getting loan. I mean, come on. You're gonna bring that conversation into reparation, and the vast majority of the people, they're doing it. That's the problem. It's not just to say, well, one or two persons are saying it, you know, but the vast majority of the people are doing it. So I'm just saying here, with that mind frame, with that way of thinking, with that way of meditation, I should say, because that's how people meditate. They sit and meditate this. To me, that's a serious sign of what is known as mental slavery. The reparation conference they had, I'm sure you can go online and see the reports or whatever. The reparation conference dealt a lot with banking system, you know, the banking system. And although we are not an economist, me I thought when I said we, it's you know, it's interesting, you know, lectures, programs. We've done many things as it relates to the banking system. Long time before it was popular to say that slavery and the banking system are connected. I'm telling you. Even when it comes to the youth, again, I'm coming back to that. Even when it comes to the youth, outside of, you know, summer schools and one or two church programs, there's no real passion around here for no full development of these children. None. I can say that. I personally can say that. So when these critics of the works jump up and try to belittle those wrapped in the African cloth, to me, them is just the field Negroes or the house Negroes, pardon me. And some field Negroes too, because all them Negroes, I mean, yeah, straight up, jumping up saying, Master, he getting away. Master, look, Tommy running away. That's them there. Look, Tommy running away. That's these people when they talk. Anyway, I heard a top commentator say one day that nothing that Europe gave us is good? I said, nothing. Nothing that Europe gave us is good. And a lot of people think like that. But yet we're comfortable in the same banking system, the same educational system. We're comfortable with the names, we're comfortable with the language. Some of us are Christians. The same people that say this, nothing Europe gives us is good. Wow. But yet our whole culture, our carnival can't be a culture, brother. Our whole culture, everything that surrounds us, even knife and fork, everything is European. Even down to knife and fork. That's how serious it is. Yeah, my brothers and sisters, we went into that in depth last night, first night. I mean, I don't know exactly what happened there, but these things happen. As I said, I ain't going into that right now. It's just a joy. It has been a wonderful, to touch you in the morning here. As I said, the sun is, just coming up here where I am. And of course, this was just a joy to do, just a special edition of the Shock of the Hour for you. Of course, we will return tonight, of course, for the Tuesday evening Shock of the Hour for sure. And we got to check out and see what really went wrong with previous night's program. If we can recapture it, we will still send it to you, all those who are on our subscription team. And of course, I mean, if you want to be a subscriber, all you got to do is to email us, priestisaac27@gmail.com. And of course, you will definitely get the subscription. And remember, man, who is the King of Glory? That's a top documentary video lecture. Who is the King of Glory? A lot of you have not contacted us to get your copy of Who is the King of Glory. I don't know what you're waiting on. Who is the King of... Anyway, I know what you're waiting on. Who is the King of Glory? Yeah, if you know your Bible, contact us, no man. priestisaac27@gmail.com. Give thanks. If you know your Bible and you do not know your history, the knowledge of your Bible will become a mystery. And it takes some realize the realize that are amongst us. Kedas Emmanuelai Selassie. Jah Rastafari. Blessed. Blessed love to one and all. Give thanks to Honorable Priest Isaac here once again. Just letting all our YouTube subscribers in general to the Shock of the Hour, our followers, well-wishers, letting you know once again that our PayPal account is up and functioning again. So you are free once more to make your payments and installments using the PayPal. So even those who want to order our e-products, whether it's our e-books, and Ancient and Modern, the True Biblical Land of Israel, or our e-documentaries and videos, whether it be the Night of the Black Tiger, or the Cosmic Series, or our newly released Who is This King of Glory, you can make all your payments via the PayPal. Even for those who have been asking about making a contribution or a donation to the works, you can use the PayPal if you desire. You don't even have to contact us. All you have to do is to send the contribution to our email address, which is priestisaac27@gmail.com. And for those who would like to do that through some other money transfer, well, then you can email us, contact us via the email, and we will give you the information how so to do. So remember, the PayPal is up and running. For all those who want to make any purchases, you can use the PayPal or the money transfer of your choice. And for those who have been asking about sending contribution, whether it's just 5, 10, 15, or how much contribution you desire to send, you can use the PayPal. And all you have to do is send it through our email, which is priestisaac27 gmail.com. Blessed love.